Hello and welcome to Rising Stars. Today's video is What's Cooking Jamela. We're doing the book called What's Cooking Jamela. Gogo and Mama were making plans for Christmas. I'll make the pudding. You can do a chicken, said Gogo. And Thelma will cook a nice rice and marogo stew, said Mama. Good, said Gogo. We'll have a lovely Christmas meal. Jamila knew all about Christmas. It was a time to celebrate baby Jesus' birth with a nativity play at school. Christmas also meant Christmas presents and getting together with the family. When Gogo left, Mama said, "Come, Jamila, let's go to Mrs. Zibi and buy one of her young chickens. If we feed it well, it will be nice and fat for Christmas." Mama let Jamila choose the chicken, a nice red one. Mrs. Zibi gave them a bag of millies. "We can call her Christmas," said Jamila. Mama laughed. "That's a good name for a Christmas chicken, Jamila." When they got home, Mama showed Jamila how much water and millie the chicken would need every day. "See if she will eat out of your hand," suggested Mama. Nervously, Jamila held out her hand, a handful of yellow millies. "Look, Mama, she's eating," squealed Jamila. "Now it's time to feed my own chick," said Mama, smiling. Before she went to bed, Jamila asked, "How long until Christmas, Mama?" "When our chicken is nice and fat, then it will be Christmas," replied Mama. Every morning before school, Jamila gave Christmas food and water. If there was time, she let Christmas sit on her lap and hand-fed her millies. That bird just loved to eat. Mama scooped up the chicken droppings, which she used to make fertilizer to feed her marrows. Every day the chicken and the marrows seemed to grow rounder and larger. Whenever Gogo visited, she asked, "How is our Christmas meal doing?" Jamila frowned and said, "She's doing fine, Gogo." But she didn't like the way Gogo licked her lips, like the lady on fried chicken TV commercial. At school, they did a nativity play. There were angels and African dancers. Jamila played Mary and carried baby Jesus on her back like a real mama. Vuyo was a very handsome Joseph in his basutu hat and blanket. That is Vuyo. Tabu, Elliot, and Zingi were splendid wise men in their Madiba t-shirts. in their Madiba shirts. This is them. They sang Away in a Manger and other Christmas songs to the sound of marimbas and drums. Everyone clapped and sang along. When Jamila and Mama got home, Jamila made a manger for Christmas. That's a lovely manger, but I hope you're not growing too fond of that chicken, said Mama. No, Mama, sang Jamila, as she ran outside calling Christmas. Chick, chick, and come and see what I've made for you. Mama was worried when she saw how happy Jamila and the big fat chicken looked, sitting side by side. Just how would she get the chicken away from Jamila and into a pot? Oh, I think Jamila wants the chicken to be her pet. The day before Christmas, Mrs. Zibby came round. Jamila, please go and see how Thelma is getting on with the rice and marogo, said Mama. Jamila looked at Mrs. Zibby's big hands as they rubbed against her apron. They looked ready for serious business. Stop staring and go now, Jamila, said Mama. Jamila knew it was bad manners to argue with grown-ups, but she didn't like the look of things. Okay, Mama, said Jamila, as she set off to Thelma's house with Christmas in her arms. Christmas flapped and squawked. She almost flew out of Jamila's arms. Do you want to sell that chicken? Called a lady who was cooking chicken legs for her customers. Jamila shook her head. Aye, corner, and hurried along. Toot toot, a taxi hooted. Startled, Jamila jumped and let go of Christmas. Laughter filled the taxi rank as the chicken scrambled between legs and disappeared into the crowd. Christmas, chick chick, wailed Jamila, but Christmas was nowhere to be seen. Gone. Jamila walked slowly home. At the end of her road, she saw Mama and Zibby running towards her. Mama looked worried. Mrs. Zibby looked cross. How Jamila wished she could grow wings and fly over their heads down the road and far, far away. Where's the chicken? Panted Mrs. Zibby. Jamila flapped her arms weakly. Gone, she said. Oh, Jamila, sighed Mama. Jamila looked sorry, but inside she was smiling. Wherever Christmas was, she was not in anyone's pot. Mama took Jamila firmly by the hand and they walked home. When they passed Archie, Mama greeted him. Molo, Archie. Have you seen our chicken? Icona, replied Archie. Icona means no. But if I do, I'll tell it that you ladies are looking for it. Down the road, old greasy hands were revving up a car. Molo, greasy hands, shouted Mama over the noise. Have you seen our chicken? What? Shouted greasy hands. Just then, a taxi skidded to a stop. Greasy hands is the mechanic. Look. The passengers shouted, Hamba! Get it out! Get it out! The taxi door opened and out jumped a plump red chicken. Christmas fluffed out her feathers, then took off over the pavement and into Miss Styles' hairdressing salon. Quick, quick, shouted Mama. Inside the salon, Christmas was running wild over counters and half-braided ladies. Dryers, shampoos, combs, braids, and beads went flying. Mama grabbed the basket and cornered Christmas. Viva, shouted the ladies when Mama managed to throw a basket over the frantic chicken. Mrs. Zibby thrust her hands under the basket and pulled out Christmas. From the basket to the pot she hollered. "Oh, Mama, Mama, please don't let Mrs. Zibby hurt Christmas," cried Jamila. "A chicken is a chicken," snapped Mrs. Zibby. "Christmas is not a chicken," cried Jamila. "Christmas is my friend, and you can't eat friends." Mama looked at the ladies for help, but the ladies were all smiling sweetly at Jamila. "You can't eat friends," echoed the ladies. "Gah! Nonsense," scolded Mrs. Zibby. On Christmas morning, Jamila helped Mama prepare their Christmas meal. The rich chicken fertilizer had given the marrow soft, succulent flesh. Jamila scooped out the pips and put them aside. Mama filled the hollow with a mixture of nuts, breadcrumbs, butter, and tasty herbs. By the time Gogo and the other family members arrived, mouth-watering smells filled the kitchen. Gogo sniffed and asked, "What's cooking, Jamila?" "It's a surprise, Gogo," Jamila replied. After everyone had exchanged presents, Mama invited the family to the table and served the food. Steam danced around Thelma's rice and marrow stew. Mama took the lid off the delicious-smelling baked marrow. Jamila could see Gogo's eyes searching for the chicken, but Gogo didn't say anything. Everyone was happy to be enjoying a Christmas Day meal together. After the pudding, Gogo rubbed her tummy. Then, looking at Mama, she said, "Hi, that was better than a five-star hotel. But Sissy, where is the chicken?" Jamila jumped up from the table. "I'll show you, Gogo," she said. Grabbing Gogo's hand, she led her out into the yard where Christmas was enjoying a tasty feast of marrow pips. "Look, Gogo, there's the chicken," said Jamila. "Mama has given her to me for a Christmas present. Her name is Christmas." Gogo looked at the beautiful chicken, but she didn't lick her lips. Instead, she hugged Jamila against her full tummy and said, "Well, it looks like a very happy Christmas to me." "You bet." So her mom didn't let them eat the chicken after all. That's the end. Aikona is Tosa and Zulu, which means for no. Aikona means no. Ga, an exclamation of disgust. Ai, an exclamation of surprise. Hamba means go away. Marimbas, African xylophone. Marogo is green vegetable leaves used for cooking. Millis is corn. Molo means hello in Xhosa. Sisi means sister. Viva is a Portuguese word. Which is to salute. Okay, and you can get this book from... these are other books. Okay, so there's Happy Birthday Jamila, Jamila's Dress, and Where's Jamila? Okay, and then there's a song for Jamila as well, which is on this channel. Where can you get this book from? You can get it from www.francislincoln.com. Again, it's www.francislincoln.com. That's where you can get the book from. That is it for now. Until next time. Bye.